Yeah, man, say all praises and honor to Yahweh, Barashim, Yahushai, Barashim, Rakakodash, and all honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there pushing through in our sincerity and in our honesty. This is a brother from James, Jamaica camp, Yashamai.
Ashar, Shapar.
You know, and this evening, I've done a video on this whole food shortage thing. You know, because, you know, we're in a time now, you know, when this prophecy I could basically come to pass, you know, the scripture mentioned, you know, with famine, you know, even I have an article come out, I speak about famine of a biblical proportion,
Right.
you know, and out in Jamaica now we see we have shortage of chicken, you know, and them say, oh, hey, the COVID first wave, because, you know, a lot of things basically waste. Even out in Jamaica, even farmers basically couldn't get certain crop to sell, and now we see certain things that take place now. They mentioned about even also now, you know, basically not really have it like that, you know, and merely the female, you know, and according to the scripture, you know, some great tribulation are going to basically reach our people, you know, especially the woman and the children, and they are going to basically feel it the most. You know, because, you know, man can deal with certain pressure, but, you know, woman can deal with certain things. As if I say, I refer to them as the weaker sex. You know, anyway, I mean, I don't know, I met the brother, you know, get into this article and then afterward, you know, we'll just continue on some scriptures.
Right. So this is from CNW New York. It's a COVID-19 caused food shortage among Jamaican family household, reported UNICEF. Alright, say, as the coronavirus continues to negatively affect the education of Jamaican children, with schools being closed and limited access to technology, there is also concern regarding how the virus has impacted the lives of children at home.
God. Because, you know, it's the children at home now, you know, normally you just parents are sending out them children to school, you know, and give them a little, give them lunch money, you know, and break money and so forth. But now when they're home, now they're going to basically eat more. Because they're really out there, you know, not occupy them time now and they stay home, so they might eat more things here. They might eat more food, so they might spend more. Go on.
Say, an alarming report from the United Nations Children Fund showed that 45% of Jamaican households have experienced food shortage due to COVID-19 restrictions. This was felt more accurately in female head house, female heads household.
Because, you know, a lot of these household, you know, the mother, the one in play the father role and the mother role.
Right.
And it's really hard for them now, you know, because, you know, the income not really, you know, did they like that, you know, like one time. So things are get more tighter and tighter out in Jamaica. You have even the food price keep going up. You have JPS now, you know, light bill every month they get higher and higher. So things are get rougher and rougher out in Jamaica as we go closer and closer to the end. Scripture, brother. Isaiah 42, 32 and 9. Isaiah 32 and 9.
And so this is
This is Isaiah 32 verse 9.
What?
So rise up, ye women that are at ease.
So the scripture says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. You know, because right now, majority of the women in our nation right now are at ease. You know, because this whole feminist movements thing, you know, get that mindset, you know, basically be at ease, you know, everything, you know, them have, you know, to that level in the society, you know, because they have, you know, freedom to basically do this. You have certain men are saying certain things can give them, you know, and you have the welfare in America, the Section 8 and all these things, you know, what them benefit of over the years. But now we're in a time now when, you know, all these things are get taken away, you know, from the woman of our nation. So she say, rise up, the women that are at ease. Look up the word ease, me. Go back to her. Come, can I bring it out, brother? Bring up the word ease. Can I bring out from the mirror map, sir? Bring out the word ease.
oh,
Yeah, let's bring it out from the mirror map, sir. You can fast.
alright, this is
Where are we?
Go on.
This is from the Merriam-Webster.
One.
It says, the state of being comfortable.
State of being comfortable. So majority of the women they're comfortable in our comfort zone. You. Go on.
Such as freedom from pain or discomfort.
Freedom from pain now, what? Discomfort, and this thing, what this whole coronavirus thing will bring what? Discomfort, you know, to the woman in our nation. Also the men. You know, we're really speaking about one of the woman. You know. Starting from the so-called black woman right down to the so-called Mexican woman. Go on.
Right. Freedom from care.
Freedom from care.
Freedom from labor or difficulty.
Go on.
Right. Freedom from embarrassment and constraint. Right. Going at the Strongs. It's a from Middle English, essay, from Anglo-French, easy, right? Convenience, comfortable.
Comfortable, in a comfort zone. So she say, rise up you women that are at ease. You know, all you women are basically at ease now in the society. In a comfort zone. Go on.
Right. It's a rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Go on.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughter. Go on.
Give ears unto my
So
speech.
you're supposed to take heed to the word of the Heavenly Father now. You know, because when I time now, we're going to basically face a lot of things here. We're approaching famine. Even I'm out in Jamaica. You know, as I basically mentioned about even the chicken shortage. You know, these women them like eat chicken.
Right.
So we're in some serious time. One.
So many days and years shall ye be in trouble,
One.
ye careless women. Right, for the vintage shall fail,
For the vintage shall fail. One.
and the gathering shall not come.
And the gathering shall not come. So all the income, you know, all the money we are sending from foreign and all these things come out here into Jamaica, all these things are coming to an end right now. You know. Welfare, as I mentioned earlier, and Section 8 and all these things are come to an end. People say it shall fail. And when I tell you all these things are going to fail you. Go on.
So tremble, ye women that are at ease.
So the right mindset of the woman is supposed to be right now, we are trembling. People say teach our daughter wailing. Because death is come up into the windows. Go on.
Right, be troubled, ye careless ones.
Be troubled, the careless one. Go on.
Strip you and make you bear.
And the Heavenly Father will strip you from all these, you know, benefits you. You know, from this comfort zone mindset we're in right now. The Heavenly Father basically, you know, kick you out of you. Go on.
And great sackcloth upon your loins.
And because going back to ancient time, you know, and basically, you know, people show, you know, a state of basically mourning or sorrowful them all is good sackcloth upon them line. You know, them chew ashes upon them head. Scripture basically said, right?
Verse 12 says, they shall lament for the heats,
Gone.
for the pleasant field,
But they like you shall lament for the teeth, yo. Now cry.
for the pleasant fields,
Gone.
for the fruitful vine.
Gone. Exactly. It's like an article I said. You know, a lot of these female household, female are basically in control of the household. Because you know, it go back to the curse too. You know, because in Deuteronomy 28, 44 I believe. So the man that tender delicate among you, his eye shall be evil towards his wife, you know, and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave. So the majority of the household, you know, the father in the house. And the woman are basically take care of all the bills and all these things, yo. So now in our time when the Father, you know, pour him right upon the society, you know.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Right, read it now.
Alright, it said, this is Deuteronomy 28 verse 54.
What?
So that the man that is tender among you,
So this is basically curse that the Heavenly Father put upon us. You know, starting from the so-called Negro, you know, right down to the so-called Mexican. What?
and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother,
His eye shall be evil towards his brother,
and towards the wife of his bosom,
and towards the wife of his bosom, go on.
and towards the remnant of his children which he shall
And
leave.
towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave. So that's the reason why you have a broken home.
Right.
Because it all go back to the curse of the Heavenly Father. Now when I tell now Heavenly Father, you know, I get ready now basically pour him right, you know, upon the society like never before. You know, because we see family now preparing right now, even I'm out here in Jamaica. You know, over the years, you know, through the spirit and power, how Ashimir and Shai, we've been speaking about this famine. Because basically this piece of rock here, what them call Jamaica, you know, and across the world. I will live in a time now when see these prophecy I come to pass, right before we eyes. You go on, brother?
Alright, so back to the article. Give me a second here. Back into the article, it says, this was felt more accurately in female-headed households where 56% experienced food shortage from June to August.
June to August, so we don't know, September.
Right.
So as you go closer and closer to the end, it get worse and worse.
We can add to just like we always make this example like the woman when them quarantine out bull day. So like that woman will come out and say, yo, she can't get hungry. She rather get come and test her now. Yeah. So she can get some fish, she and her youth them.
Don't like shark, cheap early.
Exactly. But them are going to ask you at that time. You know what I mean? Them because women can't take a lot of pressure. See, as I said before, them are the weak of basically.
Yeah, we should know say you have certain women that basically get delivered, from all this chaos, all the famine and all these things.
Right.
They basically are about to come on the earth. To get deliver and basically get by the chariots. But you have about me and shy matter of fuck you. You see, because as according to the scripture, majority will get put to death, but only elect gonna get delivered, from all these things. That was predestined, so basically that will take place. Go on, brother.
Mr. The report stated that most also cope with food shortage by eating smaller meals.
Smaller meals, so if you eat less now.
Or eat fewer meals per day.
Can't say if you cook 3 pounds of rice or 2 pounds. Just an example, for example, I cook 3 pounds of rice, at daytime in a pot, and a whole of chicken. I don't know chicken short, no, that's an example. You have to cook a pound or a pound and a half, so you have to share less now. So say you eat, but you still not get that belly full, and you're not satisfied. So rationing, rationing already start already. Go on.
Especially on them Sunday where them like
cook rice and peas, Jamaican, rice and peas and chicken Sunday. So what?
In an emergency, children are always the most vulnerable.
Almost what?
Are always the most vulnerable.
Always the most vulnerable. What?
But often we don't have enough evidence to show the full extent to which they are affected. Said Marco Green, whatever I want.
Give me an answer, brother. Jeremiah 9 and 20.
It's Jeremiah 9 verse 20. It reads, yet hear the words of the Lord, O ye women.
Go on, supposed to hear the word of the Lord. Yeah, ye women, what?
And let your ears receive the word of his mouth.
And let your ear receive the word of Yahweh Shmir Shai. Now is the time to take heed. Don't wait until it get too late. You have a saying I'm out in Jamaica, if me know. Don't make that catch you. So if I say, I'm in Ecclesiasticus, I think 5 and 7. Say, make the authority turn to the Lord, put that out from day to day, because in your security, you get basically destroyed. Go on.
So it's let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing.
And teach your daughter wailing. So you're supposed to teach your daughter wailing. Right.
And everyone her neighbor lamentation.
And everyone our neighbor lamentation. Because we are entering some serious times here. This is just the beginning of what to come. Because not really started. Especially I'm out here in Jamaica. Go on.
For that is come up into our windows and is enter into our palace. He cut off the children from without.
To cut off what? The children from without. What?
And the young men from the streets.
And the young men from the streets. All these young youths on the street idling. You see, we're approaching the time now and a lot of them going to get destroyed. They're going to get basically put to death.
We're going to get put to death, I get cheap and then put to death.
Exactly. Because Esau Edom, one of the main things what Esau Edom going to use, to make a lot of people take this RFID microchip. It's famine, it's well food shortage thing. Because get hungry to that level, they get desperate. A lot of people gonna basically just march after the concentration camp or We saw basically Esau using the time to come to chip people, to take food, basically to get food. So we see how this whole thing this whole stage is set now for this whole RFID microchip. Our leader out here, Jonas, speaking about this whole new payment system, push now to go digital, because we're approaching our economic collapse also. So all these things is taking place now out in Jamaica lead to one thing, the destruction of this wicked society, and basically bring forth the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast according to Revelation 13 and 16. Right. So no man are going to ever buy or sell, save ye that have the mark. That way Esau going to basically push, very soon. Because we're in a time when this prophecy that will come to pass, because we're seeing all the moves they make right now. What?
Right, you say. It was critical for UNFIC, UNICEF
yes,
to conduct this study so that we could examine various ways children are impacted and how the country can respond to better protect them. The food shortage were as a result of the massive loss of jobs.
Massive loss of jobs. And a lot of people allow them to get a job. Some people are going to work on 2 days.
But the thing with Jamaica is that Jamaica is a country highly live hand to mouth. So the majority of our people they have a weeks but even a day, some people to that effect. A week, much as a week but a supply of the most. So you can imagine when this thing get
worse.
Say, massive loss of jobs across virtually every section in Jamaica due to the peak of COVID-19 pandemic. Right. So from March to mid-June, the island had closed its border to tourists and implemented a series of lockdown and curfew that result in loss of thousands of jobs across the tourism and entertainment industry.
Because a lot of people even out in Jamaica, them work at restaurants. They have certain restaurants work during the day and night. So because them close so early now, if people may work at night, and them not no job.
Even hotels hotels close down, the tourists now come about. And you even have some man who usually depend on the side where out here in Portland where they have some man who usually carry on tourists and take a thing off of them. Right? None of that, all jobs cease.
And gas station have lock. I think about by 7 o'clock I believe.
Right.
So all the people that work at gas station, them go night worker. So things are getting real tight. And I think it's worse, but it's just the beginning of what to come, because things gonna get worse than this. You have a scripture, brother?
This is Lamentation 2 verse 19.
What?
Say, arise, cry out in the night, in the beginning of the watches.
That's what we do right now. We are crying out in the night.
Right.
What?
Right. Pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord.
Right.
Lift up thine hands towards him for the life of thy young children that are fainting for hunger in the top of every street.
Run. Young children are going to faint for hunger in the top of every street. A lot of people are going to die by famine. And Skipper tell you. Especially these young boys and young girls, these young youths are going to die basically hunger. Because the mother don't really have it to basically give them